Namaste, good morning. Thank you for joining. This is a Dharma Yoga practice, about 90 minutes. Please, as always, respect your limitations, practice in accordance to your abilities and comfort level. Remember, the practice is an offering. Imagine all creation's experiencing is through you. So if you go to a place of pain and anxiety, that's what all beings will feel for you, through you. So keep that in mind in order to keep the practice mindful and the best offering possible. So on that note, let's begin. Close the eyes and bring the attention within. At the moment of creation, God became part of all living beings. Attune your mind to that supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around. Fix your mind on God alone. Your thoughts and God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. Without you tonight. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So now let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you know it, do it with conviction and volume. So it could be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. If you don't know it, just move your lips, pretend you're chanting through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits as though you're chanting it perfectly. So when we'll do it 3 times. Each time try to do it in a single breath. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pambrikaksham sabahya bihantraha sajihi. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pambrikaksham sabahya bihantraha sajihi. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pambrikaksham sabahya bihantraha sajihi. Let's do spiritual breathing in order to bring to connect to the divine essence that is within. Bring your arms up over the head, palms slightly turned up. From the fingertips, inhale down through the arms into the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the attention of the breath at the heart, the spiritual heart, in the center of the chest, and the right side of the physical heart. 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale the best of the best down through the arms into the spiritual heart. Feel yourself being flooded by all that goodness. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, holding it in the heart, bringing it, making an offering to God who resides within. 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms again. Just a breath leaves. Everything they pulled in stays within. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time. Inhale everything you need down into the spiritual heart through the arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding in the heart. Hold the breath there. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. So now purify your pranayama. This helps to purify all the nadis within. There are psychic receptors, and there are over 350,000 of them all throughout the body. When they're pure, when they're fully open and pure, you can realize more for yourself. And the more you can realize for yourself, the more you have to share with others. Everything we have is meant to be shared after all. So for this technique, imagine that you bring all the purifying effects up all the way up the spine, with the psychic channel, central one that runs coincident with the spine, all the way up to the crown. You hold the breath there, and as you exhale, imagine you're expelling all the impurities out. Left hand in Jnana Mudra, second finger thumb connected. This is Mudra consciousness. It stays locked so as not to dissipate energy on the left knee or somewhere along the thigh. The right hand, Vishnu Mudra, second, third fingers fold down, but when we turn the palm towards you, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. We use the thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left. Only use these 2 fingers of the right hand. The count is 4 on the inhale through both nostrils, 12 for the breath retention, plug both sides of the nose. Exhale out through the left side for 8. 4, 12, 8. For the root lock, contract the buttocks, pull the perineal muscles together, pinch them together, and then pull everything up and in. Imagine trying to push against the front of the spine. For the throat lock, inhale, you're going to raise the chest so that when you hold the breath, the chest is still high and you bring your chin down in the chest so as not to hunch the back. You want to allow for the breath to pass through freely. And the tip of the tongue behind the roof of the mouth will seal off the lock. The attention is at the space between the eyebrows. It's the seat to divine perception. It's located there. So let's begin. Breathe out completely. Sit tall and straight. Inhale from both nostrils. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Third eye attention. Throat lock, root lock. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale. Lift the heart. 4. Hold the breath. Chin on the chest. Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha, third eye attention. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale, slowly release. Push all the air out of lungs. Be empty by the 8th count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Everything stops. All the activity, the mind, the body, the emotions, as though they're frozen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale. Hold the breath. Don't lift the shoulders. Lift the chest. Exhale out through left side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale through the left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the right hand down. Take a moment to notice any changes in the state of the body, the mind, and the emotions. Have no expectation as to what you should or should not observe. Have no attachment to the result. Okay, so now we'll just do a little bit of positive breathing. It's important to cultivate the imagination. The more imagination you have, the more you can see yourself in forms. Eventually that gives the ability to see a little bit more, not just the physical, beyond the physical, because in fact we are not the physical body, nor the mind, nor the emotions. We are way, way beyond that. Our true nature is infinite, eternal, infinite, immutable, and stainless. So we just try to see those qualities in all beings. So we're just going to picture a square, and you can imagine a little light tracing the outline of the box or the square. So on the inhale, imagine going up one side to the top corner, hold the breath across the top, exhale down the other side, hold the breath out as you go back. So on the top side, your lungs are full, on the bottom side, your lungs are empty. Okay, so you just keep on trying to picture the outline of that box being traced. If you lose your attention, just keep trying to bring your mind back. So, like anything with the postures, it requires some practice, but eventually the mind will settle and you'll have more ability to concentrate more effectively. Hands in Jnana Mudra on the knees, breathe out completely. Inhale up the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold across the top, breath, the lungs full. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale down the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold across the bottom, lungs empty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale up, left side again. With the lungs full, hold the breath across to the other side, the other corner. Exhale down the other side. Synchronize it so that you are completely full fully empty by the bottom, and then hold the breath out as you go back to the origin. Inhale again, fill up. Hold across the top. Exhale down the bottom side, the other side, opposite side of the first. Hold the breath out, go back to the origin. Inhale up, left. Hold the breath across the top. Exhale down the other side. evenly push all the air out of lungs. Now the lungs empty, hold across the bottom. Keep watching and moving of the breath. Inhale up to the left top corner. Go across the top now, lungs full. Exhale down the other side. Lungs are full, go back to the origin. As lungs are empty, go back to the origin. One more cycle. Inhale up to the left top corner. Hold the breath, lungs full across the top. Exhale down the other side. And hold the breath out as you go back to the origin. Take in a moment to observe the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. Continue to be the eternal witness throughout the practice, the entire practice. You find the following words in the Bhagavad Gita, one of the sacred texts of yoga. Knowledge is better than practice. Meditation is better than knowledge. Renunciation of the fruits of action is better than meditation. Peace and maybe follows like renunciation. So let's put that into practice as we move through the postures. Again, try to see God in each and every form. Let's celebrate all the wonderful ways that God manifests in all the forms in this universe. Come to standing now. So we're going to start off with some exercise to prepare the body for the practice. Hands on the hips. Start to circle the head, large circles. The ears tucked in the shoulders. The chin to the chest. The back then to the top of the back. Modify the movements as you need to suit your condition and your abilities. And then go in the opposite direction. Feels the head are very heavy, rolling all the way around the neck. And now shake up the wrist, move the fingers very, very rapidly, side to side, up and down, circles, whatever you like to do. Just shake all the wrist joints and finger joints. And now, feel as though the arms are dead. The arms just hit against the body, go from side to side, the head flies in all the directions. And then start to slow it down. Now, right arm winds backwards like you're preparing to throw a ball. And then go in the opposite direction, forward. If you can, move the arm a little bit faster so that you can loosen up the joint, heat it up. And then the left arm out. Imagine you're holding a weight of 5 pounds in the hand to make the arm swing more easily. And then reverse. Good. Next one. Arms up over the head, take hold of the opposite elbows, bend to the left, bounce a few times. Go to the other side. Stretch the whole upper side of the body. Try not to make folds in the waist on the other side. Underside, and go to your left again. Go to the right. Come back to the center. Good, now release. Next one's called Breath of Joy. You have to do it with enthusiasm and make it live up to its name. First 3 movements on the inhale, last one on the exhale looks like this. And do it with me now. Imagine you're tossing all the negativity out of the body on the exhale when you throw the body down. Roll the belly, hit the thighs. One more. Just stay down here. Allow the body to stop bouncing and shaking. And then roll your way back up. Next one. You can bring your left hand to a wall if you like, or you can take your arms out, swing the right leg back and forth. Try to get your knee to the shoulder, throw your head back, try to get your toes to the back of the head. side. Feels a little like a pendulum swinging out of control. Watch your toes. Flex your foot so that you don't hurt your toes when they come down across the ground. And then release. Now, as Dharmaji calls them, calisthenics. Make sure your hands touch, tuck together, they go over the head, feet come together as well. And then, next one for balance, core stability. Push you with your toes, and we're going to lift up on 6 counts. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Control the stance so the heels don't land with a big heavy thump. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretch everything up. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Engage your core and your legs. 6. Inhale, come up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the movements graceful, no jerky motions. Inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the position. Turn the palms up. Imagine trying to push the hands right through the roof. Reach up high, 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 high. Good. Now exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the chin back down onto the chest in a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Renounce all the fruits. Do the practice because it must be done for the benefit of all. Your divine duty. So now let's come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskara. Hands to the heart. And imagine we're all together physically moving like a school of fish. Raise arms up over the head, arch back. Pull the body down. Bend your knees if you need to bring your hands flat on the ground. And then the right foot goes back. Lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Bring the knees down and the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward between your arms. Pull your elbows aside the body, turn your fingers out a little bit. This might help you to propel yourself forward with more ease. Take the seat back. Another trick. Pull the floor towards you as you're coming forward. Pull your hands again. Lift the chest, arch the back. One more time, take the seat back. Imagine you're a snake creeping through the grass. You just see it in your mind and try to realize it with your body. Bhujangasana and then up, downward facing dog. Lift the seat, allow the line in the back to soften. If you're flexible, try to bring the forehead to the ground. Now the right foot steps to the hands. Move shoulders forward so the foot comes forward with and lands without a big sound. If that's too difficult, lower the back knee. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, just use your right hand to push it forward. And then the feet together, chest on the sides, again, head down. Come up to standing, reach up and back. Engage the buttocks and upper back. Support you. And come back home. Raise your arms up. Breathe naturally. Move the body, the breath will follow, and deliver more empowering ease and grace to the movements. Left foot back. Into the head, plank. Lower the knees and bring the feet back. Put yourself in the body of what you're representing. Rest of those can imitate the forms physically. Take the seat back. Come forward again. Twice plus of those can imitate the form physically and mentally. Be regal and wise as the serpents. And one more time, get the seat back. Tap into all the other divine qualities of as many as you can think of in the form. 3 times blessed and beyond, and those can imitate on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Adho Mukha Sivanasana, again, soften around the back, the head comes below the arms. And then the left foot steps forward, feet together, Uttanasana, bow down as though in humbleness. Come all the way up, reach up and back, come back home. You have to see yourself in a practice you're trying to attain. With constant practice, with adherence to ethical rules, anything is possible. Right foot back, back knee down. Everything is going to happen according to the divine plan in its time. Knees, chest, forehead down. In perfect time. This time you come forward, hips to your hands, lift the hips, knees away from the ground. Upward facing dog. Just bend the toes under here. Stay with moment. Push into the hands. Pulse a little bit. Push your shoulders back. Get the nose up. Think of a dog howling at the moon in this pose. Lift your heart up away from the seat. No wrinkles in the lower back or the back of the neck if possible. Push at your hand, lift the seat. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Try to get your belly close to your thighs, your chest to the ground, close to the ground. You're flexible, maybe the forehead, the nose, and the chin eventually come down. Try not to bend the arms. Push into the ground as you try to push it away. Good. Now the right foot forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana, bow down as own humbleness. Come all the way up, reach up and back. Come back home. Go up and back again, stretch. Pull the body down, Uttanasana. Left foot back. Drop down to the seats, into the high plank. All movements deliberate, mindful. And then you come forward and up into upward facing dog. Charge the legs. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look like a dog who's humble, loyal to the master. Raise your right leg up, open up the hip, bend your right knee, look underneath your right arm, sort of like a downward scorpion. Try to allow the foot to fall towards the left leg because it's very heavy. You have weights hanging off your toes. And then return, the right leg comes back, down, and then the left leg up. Again, open up the hip, look underneath your left arm, bend your left knee, and allow the foot to fall towards the right, all the way towards the ground. Good. Try not to make folds on the underside of the body, the right side. And then from here, extend the leg again, look between your hands, and bring the foot forward between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the feet. Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come all the way up. These are just warm-ups, but on the other side, just try to take them seriously so that you prepare the body. Reach up and back. Forward, fold. Bend your knees this time. Press your belly into your thighs and join your hands over your back. Both hands right up off your back, over your shoulders. Without touching your fingers in between. Right foot back, lower the knee. And then from here, swing your arms all the way up into Kapayasana. Reach up and back. Stretch from the toes all the way to the fingertips. Now come back down into the high plank. You can do Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down, or if you're stronger, take a seat back, pull with your hands, place your toes, and come right into upward facing dog. You can stay on your toes or roll over the toes. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now the right leg comes up, three-legged dog, step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, Kapayasana again. Reach up, pull, use your arms to pull the torso for the hips. Arch back. Then come forward again, belly on your thighs. So your hands behind the back, hold the breath, so that when the left foot comes forward, it's very soft. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. And you learn how to breathe in a way that allows you to move with ease, with grace, and to also know how to engage the muscles when it's time. Arms over the head, left foot back, back knee down, right into Kapayasana again. Swing the arms all the way up and back, fingers almost over the back toes. Come right back down into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, or again, edge of your choice. Try to come right through without dropping the legs to the ground. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, push into the ground, and sink your heart. Left leg up, step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Kapayasana again, reach your arms up and back. Open up the heart in every sense. Physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Come forward again, match your belly on your thighs. Without touching your feet to the ground, join them behind your back, and then all the way up over your head. Uttanasana. Come right up again. Arch, stretch, and fold the hands back into the heart. Always coming back to the source of divine love. Raise your arms up. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. Chest on the thighs, the chest going below the knees at some point maybe. Hands over the head. Right foot back. Back knee down. Right up into Kapayasana again. Reach up and back. Now come right back into Uttanasana with control. So your hands over your head, forehead to the shins, or towards the shins, left foot back. Reach up and back. Stretch. Push your hips all the way forward towards the front heel. Come right back again. Try to do this without touching your fingers to the ground. Uttanasana. The right foot back again. Reach up. And then right back, control the movements, engage your core, and then back the other side. If the left foot back, reach up and back, stretch, and right back, Uttanasana. Belly to your thighs, chest trying to get right on the knees, maybe on the knees. Right foot back, we're going on now. Reach arms all the way up, stretch. Now come down to the hands. Different transition this time. Swing the left leg all the way up and back. Ekapada Mukha Savasana. Come forward, shoulder over fingertips, keep your leg up if you can, lower your chest down first. Pull the elbows to the sides of your body, squeeze them into the rib basket, push the base of your toes, the chest comes down, right into upward facing dog. If there's too much, you can lower your knee at the same time as the chest is lowering. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana, or just do the regular entry into the upward facing dog. Right leg up, step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat, Kapyasana again, reach up and back, stretch. Come forward, belly on your thighs, left foot means right, Uttanasana. Come all the way to standing, reach up on the head, arch back, and come back home. Raise your arms up again, stretch. Pull the body down, bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, hands over your shoulders, right in line with your head, your shoulders and hands, your hands all the way up over off your back, left leg back. Back knee down into Kapyasana. Lean away from the legs, stretch back, and bring your hands back down. Step back, swing your right leg back into an Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Come forward to high plank. Now you can bring your foot down here as usual, knees, chest, forehead, or if you can, bring your chest down first. You can always lower your knee and remember as you're coming down. Left knee into upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Now from here, raise your right leg up and swing your knee in towards the chest. Inhale again, swing your leg up and push the knee in towards the chest. Inhale, raise up. Swing your leg up and pull the knee in towards the chest, shoulders over the fingertips, and then left leg out and back. Exhale, pull it all the way in towards your nose. Inhale, throw the leg up and back. Exhale, in again. Inhale again, sweep the leg up and then back. This time, bring the left foot forward to the hands, back knee down. Kapyasana, raise your arms up, arch back. Pull it towards the out of the hips, no fold to the lower back of the back neck again. Come forward, belly on your thighs, join your hands, and bring your feet together. Hands come all the way up over your shoulders, maybe in front of your head, and come right up to standing. Reach up and back, arch back. Come back home. Good. Another variation this time. Jump backs. Raise your arms up. Pull the body down. Press into your hands. If you need to hop or walk back if it's too much, into chaturanga. Do into upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Neatly jump forward. Softly. Right up and back. And just go all the way down again. Keep going. 3 more times. Modify as you need to by walking back. Or knees, chest, forehead to the ground. Move softly. Land your feet when you jump, or your body comes back like a feather, very lightly. Into downward facing dog. Come forward. You don't have to jump too high. Keep the movement sufficient. 1 more time. Plant the hands. Back we go. Into upward facing dog. And downward. Feet to the hands. Right up. Back. And back home. Take a deep breath in here from the heart. Bring the left and the heart up to the ground. Hold the breath. Imagine light going into all beings everywhere. Just like the sun that shines down on everything equally. Exhale back down to the heart. Being established in divine, unconditional love towards all beings. And back down. The love of the divine is infinite. It becomes infinite, so we try to cultivate that. Okay, so now we're going to start off with some balance poses. Standing on the left foot first. Bring the right foot up. You can either do a tree, the foot against the thigh, anywhere along the leg, just not against the knee maybe, but anywhere along, you can toes on the ground if you're having trouble balancing. Or the knee can come up to the shoulder, you can come into lotus. If you want to take a bind, lean forward, bring the right arm behind the back, and then you can use your left hand to guide the hand to the foot. Try to have your knee pointing down, and then the other hand can go, the free hand can come into Yana Mudra. If you're in regular tree, You can just bring arms up. Be stately and tall like a tree. Get balance, going up. Every posture and offering. Good. Now from here, bring the leg across the thigh to like a number 4 position when you're standing upright, but then bring your seats back, bring arms forward. Rest your belly on your thigh, bring your seats back. This way here. Now bring your hands down if you can, and push your seats all the way up. You can bring your left foot and maybe your right foot to your ankle. Gaze just beyond your toes. If you're still good here, you can bring your hands down. Hook your right foot around the outside of the left arm, close to the shoulder. Lean forward and go into flying crow if you like. Okay, otherwise if you can't get your leg out, just lean forward a little, bring more weight into your arm. You can even keep your toes on the ground. Or if you're more compact, you can lift your toes up off the ground. Hold your breath. Lots of different modifications. Okay, so now start to make your way back up. And release. Charge the body up. Inhale into the spine, everything you need. All the way up to the crown. Exhale, send it all the way throughout the body, send it out to all beings as well. Other side. Standing on your right foot, spread the toes like the roots of a tree. Bring your left foot up. And again, you can take your regular tree if you like, or you can bring your foot into your lotus. Wherever you are is perfect. Just try your best. Reach up high. Lift your heart, set your sights high in every sense. Physically, spiritually. Good. Now from here, release the foot, bring it across the front, the right thigh, and come forward again. Push your hips back. Like you're sitting on a chair. Your hip eventually the height of the knee. You can stay here. If you can, keep your hands on the ground, so you might need blocks to help. Oh, good. Just try your best. Now you want to squeeze. If you're doing an arm bounce, you want to squeeze the leg against the back of the arm and the armpit region. Hook the toes firmly around the outside of the right arm, close to the shoulder. Lean forward. Pick up your foot if you can, and if you can, extend the leg as well. Bring the toes, come back down, and then come back up. Charge the body again from everywhere. Bring in the energy, the best in to the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere. Then let's try bowing pose. Standing on the left foot again. Bring the right foot up, take hold of the heel, and bring the leg out to the side. You can stand against a wall or have your left hand on the wall if you need to. Try to have your toes and fingers on the same line. If you can't get your legs straight, you can hold on to the knee. If it's really still not possible, just hold your knee. Again, just do according to your abilities. If you're more flexible, left foot comes up high and lean to your right leg comes up higher and you lean towards the left a little bit. Be graceful like a dancer. And now from here, bring the hand to the hip, left hand, bring the foot in front. You can bend the knee, take hold of the big toe, and then again, push the foot out, push the base of the toes, you can lean back a little bit. Push your chest up, your shoulders back. Now from here, release the foot and out of transition if you can. Try and move through the forms like a shapeshifter. Bend your left knee, dive down a little bit so your belly's on your thigh, your head about the height of the knee, and your right leg comes all the way up and back. Try and get your foot higher than the head. Imagine you're a soaring eagle. If you can't, arch the back a little bit. Bring your head forward, shoulders back. Now press into your left foot and come back. Charge the body. Inhale, the best. Right through and in, up to the crown. Exhale, send it all out to all beings everywhere. Try it on the other foot now. Standing on the right foot, raise the left leg up. Take your foot out to the side. At whatever height is suitable to your flexibility. Maybe it looks like a T. Maybe it looks like a Y, a letter Y. Push through the base of the toes. Sometimes helps with balance. Be graceful, magnificent, like a dancer, like a ballet dancer. Embody all the qualities of what you're representing. Good. Now from here, bend the knee if you like. Take your foot, your big, by 2 piece fingers around the big toe, and push out to the base of the toes. If you feel comfortable, you can lean back. If this is not comfortable for you, you can just take your knee into your hug their shin, and then pull your body back if you feel comfortable. Again, according to your comfort level, don't go to a place of pain or anxiety. Think of what your offering is. Okay, so one more breath, reach back, and then controlled motion. Pull heel in towards the seat, bend your right knee, start to make your way forward into gliding eagle. Bring your belly onto your thigh. If you need to bring your hands down to the ground, all good. Sweep your arms out to the side like the magnificent wings of an eagle. See it in your mind again. Use your imagination to see yourself in a form. Press into the right foot. Come back. And again, breathe in. Lights of every color. Into the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. Okay, let's try one more. Let's see. Left foot forward, left hand down, stay on the fingertips, raise your right leg up. Adho Chandrasana. If this is too much, if you can't open your hip very easily, you can either place a block underneath your hands, the short end down, or you can even do it on your knee. Okay, so do it. Use your imagination to find a variation or a modification that works for you. Reach up, look up if you can, with the hand above you, open up the leg, point the toes. Good, now pull heel in towards the seat. If you can, bend your left knee so you can put more weight into your left foot, and then as you push the foot away from you, then you can straighten out your left foot again. Try to push the foot far away like you're doing a bow pose. Pull with your leg, look forward, and from here, hold the breath if you like, so you can take your fingers up off the ground, maybe to the heart. If you're flexible, take your hand to the foot, and push into your hand into the foot. Now if you want, you can even stand. Okay, so come into standing bow pose, or dancer, or even those you can turn your arm up the other way. Go ahead if you know that variation. So lots of different variations. Go according to your condition. As always, wherever you are is perfect if you're offering it up. It's not the result that's important, it's the effort and the intention behind it. And break the pose, come down. Don't worry what you get to in this lifetime. Just pick up where you left off in the neck, in your next life, but go as far as you can. Do your best. So now the other side, the right foot down, right foot in front, right hand down, and then the left leg comes up. We'll open up to your left. Just try to stimulate your imagination by just moving through different forms, different variations. That's how you make progress, by trying things. Otherwise, in 20 years, as Dharmaji says, you'll still be in the same place in your practice. Now bend your right knee, push more weight into your right foot, really anchor down to the edge of your feet and your toes. Make sure your heels close to your seat if you're taking a bind, and then push your foot away from you. This again is optional. You can just stay in Ardha Chandrasana the whole time if you like. Now look forward, and from here, the right hip is right in line with your heel. Hold your breath, so you can take your hand to the heart. You can stay here. If you have flexibility in the balance, take your right hand to the foot, push it out away from you again. And press into your foot, come all the way up to standing. Okay, so you can also stand up and come to dancer if you like. You can't make the transition from below. And if you want, again, take the outer edge of the foot. If you know that variation, be careful of your joints. Know your limitations. Know your abilities. Try to have your elbow at the height of the shoulder before you turn the arm. You can take the foot in both hands. You can go ahead as well. Know your practice. And release. You can only go as far as your imagination, so keep cultivating a boundless one. So now, again, charge the body. Turn the palms forward. Inhale the best right up into the body, through the spine to the crown. Exhale back down to all areas of the body. Good, so now coming into other standing poses. Fingers in line with your elbows, jump your feet apart. Go to the left, bend your left knee, sink into your seat. Come forward, your fingers over the toes. Your knee intends over the second and third toe. Stay strong and long, be mighty like the warrior. Enter into the warrior consciousness. From here, left hand down, or if your hips higher, you can bring your left forearm to your thigh and bring the right arm up if you can. Bring your left hand to the inside of the foot, the right arm goes over the head. Make sure your hip's not joining up, it's not triangle pose. Push into the foot, sink your hip, foot to hand, one line on the right side. If you have a bind, go ahead, or even a half bind. The left hand can go behind your back. Bring on your thigh, roll the thigh outwards. If you can, lower the shoulder down a little bit, below the line of the knee. Left arm goes underneath the leg, right arm behind the back, and you join hands together. Beside, or just beside the seat. Okay, so it looks more like this. If you want, you can even bring your right knee down. Keep trying to push the right shoulder back, look over the right shoulder, bend your toes under the back foot. Now from here, see if you bring your right knee up off the ground if you like, down triangle. Move the right foot in. If you're in partial konasana, you just slide your right foot in and push your right hip up, straight leg, and the right leg. Now from here, release, bring the knee down, and from here, Kapyasana. Sink your seat forward, bring your arms all the way back, arch the back, walk your shoulders back and forth, try to get a little bit deeper into the pose this time as you did in the warm-ups. Stretch back. If you know the variations, go ahead. Some of you might be able to take the foot up. Sometimes it helps to have hands on the ground and bring your thumb to the back of the knee. The other hand, fingers just curled around the outside of the knee and just guide the foot to the head. Eventually you'll be able to bring your hands up to the foot, maybe even up. Okay, other variations, slide your right hand to your foot, you can even stay here. Or if you know a swan, foot comes to the shoulder. Your join hand to join, lock your fingers in front of the face and then lift your wrist, push away from you, and push your foot back away from your shoulder. Break the pose, bring the foot down, look forward. Left foot moves to the edge of the mat, and then rock back and forth, pushing through to your toes. Try to get your hips to sync with each pass. All the moves done mindfully. And then from here, push your foot back one more time, lower the knee. If your hips are low enough, fall onto your right forearm, right hip, roll back to your left. You try to get your back lower than the knee. Make sure your foot's not sliding away or your knee's not jumping away from the shoulder. Keep the shin vertical and keep on moving forward. If you're very flexible, bring your chest right on the ground. The hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow. So how to find ease is to imagine yourself, imagine that being in the state of ease, perhaps you'll go there as well. And yet to surrender to the pose, offer it up. And now we're going to come back onto the hands. Bring your left foot in, closer. And just on the back foot, your leg should look like a box now. Hands on your hips. So you can lift your left foot up. If it comes up easily, it's in the right place. Right arm up, ankle toe and knee towards the right. Dive down with the arms of the armpit. Eventually sitting on the outside of the knee. Left hand push into your right and push very hard. Left hand into right so that the belly comes high, up higher as you push down. So hands are moved down, the body's moving up. Eventually send your chest is behind your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder back. So it should not look like this. Your hands, or try to push a little bit more if your hands are by the shoulders. Okay, center your chest behind your thumbs, roll the left shoulder back. With constant practice, you will be able to find the forms more easily. If you have a bind, push your seat back. You have to kind of move the hands like a diagonal underneath the right leg, underneath the left leg. And left arm goes over the back, join your, lock your fingers or hold the wrist, left wrist, and then push the knee up off the ground. It's the last action if you like. Pull on the arm, turn your chest and face up. Keep the back leg strong, don't sag through the hips, otherwise you might lose your balance. And don't sag through the knee either. Or try to flip it. Now here, break the pose. Bring the hands back down, push your seats back. And straighten up the left leg, bring the toes up. Fold the body down on your leg. Adho Hanumanasana. Your attention to the base of the spine. You keep moving your chest forward as you try to get your chest beyond the knee. If this is very easy for you, you can move your seat forward and the toes under the back foot and start to slide your left foot out. So from here, you can move your hands back, pulse, try to get your hips down. Don't again go too aggressively or hard because you don't want to hurt yourself. So again, move in a way that is compassionate to yourself. If you know the variations, go ahead. You take your arms over the head to represent that great leap that Hanuman took. As much of a leap of faith as it was a leap of physical leap. Or you can bow forward. Rest your body on your leg. Your head can come down the inside of the left leg if you like. Wherever you are again, perfect. Just try your best. Now from here, come back up, lean to your left and bring your left foot in. If you're more flexible, your foot can, heels are on the same line as the knee. And then if it's not, if you're having trouble, your hip is not as open, bring your foot closer to your right hip, in front of the right hip. Okay, so now here, just shift from side to side a few times, try to get more weight into your right side so you don't feel all the weight resting on your left side of the seat. Take your right hand to your foot, slide your left hand forward and come forward. Your chest is on your leg is, if your leg is straight across, close to the collarbone. Make sure again here that you're not tipping to one side. If you're favoring one side, push into the hand on that same side and pour more weight into the other side. And come back. Upright pigeon. Take your foot closer into the seat this time if you need. You might need to place a block underneath your seat. To stay upright, you can take your hands to your seat, push down, allow the head to fall back. You can also take hold of opposite elbows and push your forearms down into your seat. Lift your body up away from the hips. Lift your chest. If you know the variations, go ahead. So you know Rajakapatasana, bring it right up. Foot up, take hold of the foot with your hands. Or maybe left arm behind the back is a nice one. pull the foot if you can with your left hand from behind advanced practitioners. Now break the pose. From here, you're coming back, bring left knee back up, do this quick. And then from here, move back into standing position, body to your legs, and come all the way back up. So now we're going to go to the right. Bend your right knee, sink into your seat, go forward a little bit. Look over the front hand again. Exude the confidence and the determination of the warrior, the courage, always ready to serve. Konasana, the variations that you like. If your hip is higher, you can stay up a little bit higher with your right arm on the right thigh, left arm over the head if you can, or you can take your hand behind your back. Your hand tucks in underneath the right arm and then rolls the left thigh out, right thigh outwards. If you can bring right hand to the ground, left arm overhead. You can stay in this form or take a bind again. Half or full bind. Remember, you can always bring your left knee down if you need to. Push your left shoulder back. Try to see yourself in eventually attaining the higher forms, but without the intention behind it, without the effort, they become meaningless. So keep on offering up the poses, make an expression of divine love and offering. Now from here, press the right leg straighter, push into your foot and bring your foot in a little bit. Try at least get your left leg straight. It doesn't matter if your right leg doesn't straighten all the way. It will eventually if you push the back shoulder into the knee. The head stays down. Now from here, break the pose, bring hands to the ground, left knee down, and sink your seats all the way towards the front heel. Kapiyasana. Actually, to do this. Okay, actually, let's do that. I'm not sure which sequence we did, but let's try the Parivita first. Okay, so your right foot comes in closer, lift the right foot up, and let's see if you can lift it. If it comes up easily, it's in the right place. Left arm comes up, and go turn the knee towards the left, bring your arm down. So try to get your arm from the outside of the knee, right hand push into your left, and push very hard. Again, try to get the zither just behind your thumb. As you push down, the belly rises over the thigh, and then more room to spin. Take the right shoulder back. You can take the back knee up off the ground. You can take a bind, either with or without, with your knee on the ground, or when your knee is raised. Sometimes it's easier with your knee raised if you can keep your balance. Try all the different ways of entering a pose. This is how you learn tricks. To find your way to the pose efficiently. Now bring the back knee down, Kapiyasana. Arch the back, reach back, do the variations that you want to try. The same one as you did on the other side. Stretch, open up the hearts. To your head. Again, press the thumb to the back of the knee. Use the hands around the knee to guide the foot to the head. And then it makes it easier to allow the hands, the head and the foot to meet. Keep your seat all the way forward. That's not quite there yet. You can do any of the preparations. Just lean towards the back foot, left hand slides to your foot, or take your foot up. Try to take the foot into the arm, and lean towards the foot a little bit, the foot's against the shoulder, fingers facing up towards your ear, and then your other hand comes across, lock the fingers, and push the foot away from your shoulder. Break the pose. Bring the foot back down. From here, looking forward. Okay, ready for vision. Move the right foot out. Go back and forth again. Push off the roots of your toes. Push one more time to the back foot. Lower the knee. Fall to your left. If you can, onto that form of your hips are low enough, you'll be able to do this. And your hips, when your hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow. Then go to the right to make sure again that the shin stays vertical. The knee over the foot so that the foot's not falling out to the side or the knee's not dropping away from the shoulder. If you can, lie right flat on the ground. You have to, again, imagine maybe perhaps a big weight sitting on top of your seat. The heaviness might get the body to come down. You can only go as far as your imagination, so try to cultivate it down. That's fine. We're now coming back. Bring the seats back. You're here with the toes. Ardha Hanumanasana. Bow to the leg. The belly on the thigh. The chest trying to move beyond the knee. Your attention is like a magnet to attract all the attention to those areas that you feel tight, perhaps in this case of hamstrings. Now, if this is easy again, Hanumanasana, push your seat all the way forward. We can do a lunge and then push your foot forward, your right foot forward, back toes are bent under. Okay, and bounce a little bit. And then if you can settle right down onto the ground, go ahead. And explore your variations if you have any. Any others. Reach up. Embody the devotion, the courage, and the faith of Hanuman. Now break the pose into pigeon. Lean to your right a little bit. Bring the right foot in, so it's about, again, depending on flexibility, either that on line with the knee or closer in towards the left hip if you don't have your hips are a little bit tighter. You can place a block underneath your right side, the seat. Make sure both sides of your seats are anchored down. Walk back and forth a few times. And then when you're ready, left hand comes to the foot, right hand slides all the way forward. And maybe you don't go all the way down, maybe it stops here. Again, perfect. Offer up the pose. Go to a place where you're steady, where you can bring the body into stillness, so the mind can come into quietness. Push into the right hand and pour more weight to your left if you feel like the right side is much heavier than the other side than the left side. Yourself to be able to stay in a quiet mindset no matter what is happening, undisturbed, unjudging, unbothered. Now, into your upright pigeon, you can take your hands on your seat, push in your seat, push your fingertips into the back, try to take all the wrinkles out of the skin underneath your hands. Other options, take over opposite elbows, push into your seat, and lift your body up, your chest up. Or any of the Raja Kapotasana variations if you know them. You bring a foot towards your shoulder, knee, again your elbow goes back, and then straight up. So try to move your joints in a way that doesn't strain them. Natural movements. So you bring your elbow up and back, the height of the shoulder, and then up. Start the foot far away, further away, and then when the elbow comes up, the foot can go closer. Take your head back. If you want to take your right arm behind the back and bind the foot from behind, go ahead. Ever for advanced practitioners, know your practice. Break the pose. Release. Okay, so from here, press into your hands and come upright. Slide your right knee back, right against your left. Coming into Gomukhasana. So your feet are turned out either side, and you try to sit between your heels. If you can't get your seat down all the way, both sides, you can sit on a block, or you can just sit with your knees together, just on the heels like this. So this is the modification. Okay, so if you have the Gomukhasana full pose. Your knees are right on top of another, your feet on either side of your body, your seat. Right arm up. Take the elbow with your left hand, push it all the way up and push it back behind the head a little bit more. Anchor the arm in place at the back of the head. You can stay here, or you can bring your left arm down if you can. If you have the mobility, bring your left arm up the back, join your hands together behind your heart. Push into the back of the heart, drop your shoulders, look up as though to say, I'm yours, take me. Grant me higher devotion. Pull your hands down the back, drop your shoulders. Don't drop your body back into your hips. Now from here, release, and try it on the other side now. So, you can press into the edge of your feet, lift your seat. Your hands stay in front of you all the time. You're on the same spot, you don't travel. So you just spin on your feet, walk your hands around towards your left, keep going, and going until you're facing forward again, and then when you come down with your seat, your left leg should be on top. Otherwise, you sit back on your feet again with your knees together. If you repeat the same leg position, just here's Sukha Gomukhasana, Ida Gomukhasana. Left arm up, push the elbow back behind the head, and then send the hand down the center of the back between the shoulder blades. If you want, take the right arm up to meet the left. Pull hands down towards the lower back. Any chance you get, meditate in a pose, try to merge with the divine. Very, very strong concentration. You can see God in the form, you can merge with Him, merge with God. And then break the pose. Now from here, I'm going to release. Come into plank position. Vasisthasana. So we're starting off in plank. Move on to your left hand. So move the left hand to the right a little bit in front of your nose. Keep your ankles crossed. If you start to sag in your shoulders and your hips, just bring the left knee down. Be careful of your joints. Don't strain your joints too much. Left hand a little bit from the shoulder. If you want this, you can raise your right leg up. Back down, into plank. Go to the other side. The right hand in front of your face, and then go to your left. Arms in the same line, foot to hands in the same line. Again, if you want, you can raise the left leg up. If you need to bring your left right knee down, do so. No judgment, no concern, no expectation, no attachment to the result. Return, coming back to plank. From here, lower the knees down, and sit back on your heels, thunderbolt. Charge the body. Inhale again, imagine the best breath coming into the spine up to the ground. Exhale, send it everywhere. So, one more time, Vasisthasana, this time. Maybe a variation, if you know the variations, go ahead. So, we start in plank, you can do the same variation, of course, on your left hand, left foot first. Go to your side plank, and from here, try to do variations. Like wild thing, slide your right toes back, keep spinning on your left foot. You have to push your hips all the way up, your pelvis comes right up, and try to push your hip forward so that your stance a little bit shorter and your legs stay strong. You have hips very high. Inside edge of the left foot is down, so you can take your right foot up. Make sure you're not dropping into the shoulder as well. You can take your foot up easily, catch the knee. You have flexibility. Catch the foot first. Think about the roll, so catch the foot. If you want to go into Uttar Dhammadasana, spin on your hand, left hand, and then round your hands beside one another, your feet beside one another. Now go on the other side, or come back to plank first. Spin your left hand, spin on your left foot. Come back to plank, go on the other hand now, to the left. Right hand a little in front of the shoulder, start here, and then slide your left toes back, Push into the toes, and then lift your hip all the way up. Shorten your stance a little bit, inside edge of the left foot down. From here, see if you can take your left foot up off the ground. Maybe catch the knee. Maybe the foot if you have a reach and have flexibility. Or again, with the Dhanurasana, you can spinning on your right hand, put it on your hands, and then make sure you have the shoulder mobility to do so. Be mindful of your joints and move it as natural. That's why we say the natural movement of joints. And then return, come back, same way. Spin on your right hand, spin on the right foot, keep your hips high, come back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. So here, you can either come onto your forearms or come onto your hands. Handstand and forearm balance practice. You're doing forearm balance, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, and then raise one leg up. Bring your foot as close as possible to the elbows. Bend your other leg. The foot stays close to your feet. You don't even have to leave your feet from the ground. You can just pulse up and down. The more you get your foot close to your elbow, the less you have to jump, and the easier it is to find your way up. So for the forearm balance, your elbows are a little bit closer to the shoulders, your fingers are spread. Okay, so like this. You want to do it in the chair as well, or place for the wall. Place your feet down, place your elbows underneath your shoulders, make sure you can hold the elbows easily. Place your hands down and bring your foot onto the chair. The other foot goes behind you. Keep your feet close to your body. The more compact your body is, the easier it is to find balance. Then you see if you can pull your toes away from the seat or the wall. If your foot's on the wall, try to have your foot about the height of the hip, no higher. Gaze a little bit towards your thumbs. Trying. If you're doing handstand, the same principle applies. Your hands close to your feet as possible. Make sure if your hands are far away, you have to jump more. If you jump more, sometimes you're a little bit too hard. You jump a little bit too hard, you land on the other side. You land on the back or something. So keep your foot close to your hands, and then push up and down if you can. And see if you can keep your legs bent. Hold your breath. Keep your feet flexed. See if you can find a balance with your legs split like this first. Push into the ground. Push into your toes, the finger pads, and the heels, the palms. Usually you can get your legs up. We'll do other variations. You're a advanced practitioner. You can see if you come into scorpion or whatever you like. Okay, so, all right. So now, let's break the pose. Come to child's pose for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Good. Now, headstand, Shukshasana, king of the poses. You can start the same way as you did with the forearm balance. And then you take hold of opposite elbows, underneath your shoulders, bring your hands in front, and bring your head in between your palms. And lift up. You know what you're doing? Go ahead. Go into your variations as you like to. If you find that this is too much, you can just stay with your head in front of your forehead in front of your knees and just lift your seat. Try to get your seat up high so that the seat is over the knees. If it's too much for the pressure on the back of the head, just the neck, just move your head a little bit forward so you're on top of the head. Try to get in a position where your heart is higher than the head, in any case, whether your legs are on the ground or up. Good. Now, once you're in the pose, close your eyes, settle into stillness again. Watch the space between your eyebrows. Those of you who can, go into your lotus, and this makes your mind one-pointed. Nothing to do. No go into both. She gets us to stay in poses longer these days, just so we have that time in the pose to merge with your form. If you come out of form right away, you never have that chance. So see if you can become one with what you're representing. Now we're going to get ready to come out of the pose. Those of you who want to come into crow pose. Bring hands in tripod if they're not already. And what position you went in from. And even if you have a lotus, you might be able to land your lotus on your backs, top of the arms. You have to press into your hands, hold the breath, and lift your head up off the ground. Otherwise, you land your legs on your backs, your arms. And then come back down. Child's pose again. Breathe in. And breathe out, relax. Roll your way up to seated. Into plow pose. So as you can come into from the front, you can. Otherwise, come to the front of the mat so you have lots of mats behind you. And roll back. You can take a few tries if you like to get your feet up. Get a little bit of momentum. Eventually, when your seat comes up high enough, so you can bring your hands on your back, then go ahead and bring your feet behind your head. Now once you baby plow, try to get your seat up higher, over your shoulders. Move your arms behind your back as far as you can, so from the front you can't see it. Join your hands together and bring your wrists together. Just to get your elbows closer together, and then when you come up, you'll have a straighter line. So now, if you can, shoulder stand, otherwise you can stay in baby plow with the feet close to the ground or on the ground even. If you're doing a shoulder stand, you can come up one at a time, lift the legs, try to have a straight line from the toes to the chin. Your chin is right against your chest is right against your chin, it looks like a ball. Again, bring your attention inward. If you have a lotus, do it now. Practice one continuous in mind. Get high enough on your shoulders, you'll be able to take your hands onto your shins, your thighs, and nothing to do, no to go to be both and beyond body, mind, and emotions. These are not me. Raise for a power pose. If you have a lotus, you can do Pindasana. Bring your thighs against your body. If you can wrap your arms around the outside of the legs and join your hands underneath your seat. Pull your thighs right against your body, knees on either side of the head. If you don't have a lotus, go back into plow. And if you like, you drop your thighs against your body and your knees on the other side of the head. Though if you're flexible, it might get your knees all the way to the ground from the shoulders. Again, keep your attention at the space between your eyebrows. Go within. Now when you get ready to come down, some of you might be able to come right into bridge pose from here. You can bring your hands back onto your back and come down one foot at a time, not both feet. So the feet might land heavily if you do that. So one foot stays behind the head. As your foot makes its way down, you have to push your hands into your seat so that the feet land lightly. Okay, so now you're in bridge pose. From here, you have the option of going to couch pose or fish. If you're doing fish, you just bring your hands down, you drop your seat on your hands, and you extend your legs. If you're doing, and then you lift your chest, you bring your top head to the ground. If you're doing couch pose, you bring heels together, your toes are pointing out like a V, and you walk forward on your shoulders and elbows until you can take hold of your ankles. Your elbows are close to your heels. And then push into your elbows. Take your head up off the ground so you can get your knees down. You have to hold onto your ankles and just push into your elbows, come forward so the knees come down. And then the top head comes down. So So this is couch pose. Your seat is on your resting on heels, and your hands can be in front, either holding your ankles or holding opposite elbows in front of your head. Doing fish pose. Your hands are underneath your seat, your legs are extended, chest is up, top and head down. Wherever you are, then perfect. Now, you can breathe very fast and those is sniffing dog. Those of you who are in couch pose, you go into Urdhva Dhanurasana right from here. Your hands come beside your head, fingers facing away, push into your base of the toes, and lift right up. You might have to bring your hands a little bit further forward in front of you to give yourself a little bit of distance. You can't come up if you're too punched up. If you're in fish pose, bring your feet in, sit up as always, come into Urdhva Dhanurasana or stay in your fish. Lift up, anger, determination. Rock back and forth if you can, a little bit. If you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can also keep your head on the ground if it's at more level. If you get tired, come into bridge pose. And then from here, lower down. Come onto your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine you're fainting. Let go of all fatigue. Now from here, arms up over that. Actually, stay down here for a moment. Take hold of your shins. Bring the knees to the shoulders. Rock from side to side a little bit. And then bring the soles of your feet together, like you're doing a Baddha Konasana, but you're on your back. Your heels coming towards your seat. Push your knees away from you like you're sitting flat on the ground with your knees on the ground. Extend your arms, extend your trunk. And try to pull your heels right in towards your roots of the body. And now from here, come into happy baby pose. Your shins are vertical. Take hold of the outer edge of the feet. And rock from side to side again. Try to get your knees down alongside the body and underneath your arms. And open up your legs. If you're flexible, you can take your hands on top of your heels and pull the feet right down on the same line as your shoulders. Be careful of your hamstrings. If you need to, you can just bring your hands a little bit further in on the backs of the lower legs or even the thighs. Do according to your condition again. Be careful. And now from here, I'm going to bring your, take hold of the big toes. If you can, roll back onto your back, then back into flat pose. And here, see if you can sit up. Without touching feet in between, so you can come, your breath come up, and see if you can land in sort of like a round Ushpavita Konasana. So if you have to let go of your feet, okay, eventually you're going to end up in boat. So now bring your feet together, keep your legs straight or bent, if that's more level, and then from here, breathe very fast. One feet down, and from here, slide your feet forward, rest your belly on your thighs, and if you're flexible, you don't have to waste your time, push your feet, your heels forward, keep your body with your legs, so if you need to keep your knees bent, so if the body doesn't detach from the legs, then please do so. Imagine again, try to get your chest beyond the knees. Take your attention to the base of the spine, breathe from the base of the spine all the way to the crown and back to the base of the spine. And then come back. Open up your legs. Keep your knees bent if you like. Hold the inside of the heels. Try to get down. If you can, be more flexible. Open up your legs. Keep your legs straight and then roll forward a little bit. So thighs roll inwards. your hips like a hinge. So place your thumbs right at the top of the legs, really join onto your hips, and fold forward. And eventually you'll be able to come down, your belly right down on the ground. Move from one form to another without any break in your temperament. Okay, staying calm all the way throughout, undisturbed, unjudging, without expectation, without attachment to result. Now, come back up. Lift your hands together. Adamatsindasana. Left leg folds under, right foot goes on the outside of the knee. If you can't sit down all the way on both sides, just extend your left leg and push your right foot out a little bit further. So I'll do it like this. To start, the right hand behind the back, left arm up, and push your left arm against the thigh. If you have your leg folded, you can take your hand to your heel, your left heel, and just pull the heel. This might allow you to get deeper into the pose. Imagine trying to push the knee beyond the left edge of the body. Visualize the spine rotating, perhaps the body will spin more. And fold your back shoulder. Come back. The other side now. So doing this variation, your foot is right against the heel is against the left side of the seat. Right arm goes up, across the outside of the left thigh. If you can, take your heel and pull on the heel. Push the arm into the lower back and lift up the chest. Lift the spine, or extend the spine upwards. Turn to your left. Try not to hunch the back. Keep the back very straight. Now break the pose, lie on the back for Shavasana. Ease your way down. Always moving away. That doesn't agitate the mind, bring it to a state of restlessness. And once you're down, relax completely. Let go of all tension. Imagine that all the muscles just instantly dissolved. Imagine the best is coming to you now. Feel it come in like beams of light and energy through the skin. And allow it to go everywhere throughout the body, and most importantly directed to the spiritual heart as well, where God resides. And when you offer everything up to God, it goes out to all beings, because God is in all forms again. Continue to offer everything, the best of the best. So be mindful of what you're offering again, and be mindful of what you're putting out there. As you go further down the path, your comportment is cleaner, and so that all your actions and words and thoughts are coming from a place of love, compassion, and once your natural state, you share the best of the best naturally. Striving for that, and keep that intention firmly ingrained in your heart to ensuring that all thoughts, actions, and words are coming from a place of love and compassion, that will not bring harm or hurt to any being. Prepare to sit. Start to bring your attention back to the body. In a gentle and graceful and silent and reverent way, make your way back to seated position. We'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Give yourself into the grace of God, all is within. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. Next week's class will probably be early in the morning. I'm in New York City, so I have to do it before the courses start. So it'll be probably around 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, otherwise you can just catch me on a live stream later. Much love. Thank you so much. See you soon.